Yeah, can't do it. It would just be see-through. Here's what it looks like on the key messages here. We're, of course, keeping an eye on this tropical disturbance. Right now, it has an investigative number, 93L. Don't think too much on that. It's not a tropical disturbance yet. It's getting there. It likely will become one. It'll become a tropical depression, I should say, as it works its way into the Gulf. May even become a tropical storm. If it does, it would become Dexter. The bottom line for us here, heavy rain, probably Thursday going into Friday. We'll probably get some showers out of it maybe late tomorrow on your Wednesday, but then picking up more into Thursday and Friday be the heavier rain as this tracks its way across the Gulf here for us as we look down the line. So regardless of development, this thing is likely to be a rainmaker. Here are the models, and you can see that they're still pretty squirrely at this point because this is really early on. They don't have a good area of low pressure to focus on, so they don't have a really good starting point. But once they do, I anticipate, you can see the westward tracking of it for the most part. I expect that's going to continue. That's what most of the models have been showing with the system all along. It's also going to work its way across some very, very warm water, especially once it gets south of us. That's where it's going to find the really warm water and off the coast of Louisiana. So this may be one of those deals where this thing does some development right before landfall. I think that'd probably be the most likely scenario with this upcoming storm. So here's the futurecast. This is the European model. It's obviously one of our more reliable models when it comes to tropical weather, showing heavy rain into the Gulf by Wednesday morning, and you can start to see a bit of a swirl here. We're looking for that counterclockwise direction, and it's showing that here south of us on Wednesday evening, and also showing a lot of rain starting to appear by Wednesday evening. Here's Thursday, and here it is really kind of wrapping the model, showing it getting better organized right before it would move into South Louisiana. That's what I would anticipate, because the water there is just firecracker warm off the coast of Louisiana, so it could blow up right at the last minute, which obviously is problematic if that's the case, especially for where it would make landfall, if it does make landfall in South Louisiana. Of course, this is still out there a few days, and we don't have a good starting point just yet, so things could shift. Usually this close in, when we're talking about something that may make landfall 2 days away, we'd have a better idea, but it just hasn't fully formed yet. So until it starts to really get its act together, it's hard to know what it's exactly going to do. Far as rain, I think this is the bottom line for us one way or the other. Even if we do get a little bit of gusty wind out of this and that sort of thing, the main threat will be the heavy rain, and we're looking at 4 to 5 inches of rain and cost this big old bullseye across South Louisiana, Mississippi, and parts of South Alabama and parts of the Florida Panhandle, our viewing areas. So just be aware of that it is a really an increased risk of some heavy rain towards the end of the week, Thursday and Friday in particular. Also Thursday and Friday with that system out there, we've got high rip current risk, so we need to keep folks out of the water to keep them safe. Today is actually going to be perfectly quiet like yesterday was. I don't expect much in the way of rain. Rain chances are 20% or less across our area, so the futurecast shows a pretty quiet setup here for today. Maybe a couple of showers here off to the east late this afternoon, but that's about it. Otherwise, this is going to be the main story. Mid-90s again out there today. We had that yesterday. We're going to see it again today. Very hot conditions, and once again, not much in the way of rain to cool things off, so the heat index numbers will climb. Yeah, it could get as high as 106, 107, 108 out there this afternoon. So it's going to be extremely hot. Be careful out there for you today. Good news is with the heat, it does start coming down because of the increased rain. So that's one side. That's a silver lining of all this. But then, of course, heavy rain is going to be possible, particularly on Thursday and Friday with the system. The other thing is, I think if it moves into Louisiana on Thursday, by Saturday it should be pulling away. So over the weekend I've actually lowered the rain chances a little bit. There's still going to be some scattered storms, I believe, but I don't think we'll have the the 80% rain chances over the weekend either. So that's good news as we try to make some weekend plans.